Sustainability issues are complex or wicked problems. They are often ill-defined, have widespreading, unpredictable global consequences, and systemic interrelations with other problems. If we try to solve one problem, we often end up in disciplines or areas that are quite distinct from what we started at. Disciplinary research usually breaks down a topic or a problem into small parts and studies it in detail. This enables the development of highly specialized expertise, but at the same time counteracts the possibility of a holistic view on problems or phenomena. For problems such large and interacted as sustainability problems, a variety of disciplines, but also multiple realities and perspectives need to be included. Transdisciplinary research aims to integrate different kinds of knowledge or forms of knowing, and this is done by changing the mode of collaboration between disciplines, but also by including multiple stakeholders like practitioners or local people. And this is done to include not only scientific knowledge, but also local knowledge, regional knowledge, indigenous knowledge. However, even in transdisciplinary research, tacit knowledge is rarely aimed to be integrated. We have explicit knowledge, which can be communicated in words or numbers. I can, for example, publish it in a paper or present it in the Pechakucha presentation. But then there is also tacit knowledge. It is, for example, what is written between the lines of a Jane Austen novel, or also embodied knowledge, like riding a bike. And this is where the arts come in. Art creates sensory impressions in people by using symbols, metaphors, or images. And this way it taps into aesthetic or tacit types of knowledge and makes it available to oneself and others. Integrating the arts into transdisciplinary research therefore could facilitate integrating tacit types of knowledge into the research process and lead to a more holistic problem understanding and more holistic solutions to the problem. A liaison of arts and research can come in many shapes and forms. Conrad and Beck, for example, define arts-based research as using art in a process of inquiry or meaning-making or as a form of research. As such, this definition is very wide. It can range from arts-informed research and incorporating arts-based interventions into the research process up to using arts-based methods or artistic research, where the artistic process itself is the act of knowledge creation. In my project, I organized so-called sustainability jam sessions. And these were transdisciplinary brainstorming sessions, including experts from several scientific disciplines, but also from outside of academia, interwoven with so-called arts-based interventions. An arts-based intervention, or ABI, as I call it, is an intervention where any form of art is used to engage people as active audience rationally and emotionally through processing the perception of the artwork. So it's engaging people rationally and emotionally. The workshops were part of a larger project, the UNINETS project. It was a large cross-university project that supported the implementation of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, in Austria. And the overall aim of my workshops was to develop policy recommendation for SDG 15. And this is the setup of the workshops. We had one ABI in the beginning in form of a guided tour through an exhibition or gallery, then a brainstorming session in the group, then an ABI again in form of an artistic short film, and then a brainstorming session again. And in the end, there was a reflection session. So I did these sustainability jam sessions with the reflection sessions in the end. During the reflection sessions, notes were taken, which I analyzed inductively using thematic analysis. And the aim of all this was to find out how the arts-based interventions influence the transdisciplinary research process and its outcomes, with the focus on developing solutions to sustainability issues. And here are my results. So my data suggests that ABIs influence the transdisciplinary process in 4 ways. First, it promotes collaboration, especially the ABI in the beginning of the workshops produced an enhanced group feeling among the participants and enhanced collaboration. Second, the ABI influences creativity directly. Participants felt that they were more open, more risk-taking, and more creative after the ABI. Moreover, creativity can be seen as a relational practice, which develops in relation to others and the environment. So the creativity is also influenced indirectly through the enhanced collaboration. The ABIs change perspective, helps participants to view a topic differently, criticize the status quo, change the perspective, and develop alternative ideas. They produce so-called spaces of possibilities that enable freedom and experimentation. And fourth, the participants reported an emotionalization, a better connection to their own emotions. So the ABI creates emotions in the research context and integrates them into the bigger picture of the research topic. All these 4 aspects are highly necessary in transdisciplinary research projects, as well as when dealing with sustainability issues. My data suggests that the integration of arts into sustainability research in general, and arts-based interventions in particular, can benefit the research process and lead to a more holistic problem solution and more holistic understanding of the problem of sustainability issues. Thank you.